How's it going, guys? Alex with iTech Triad, and in this video I'm going to give you my final review of the Google Nexus 5. So I've been using this device for the past month now as my daily driver, and today I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this beautiful stock Android device. Now first I want to talk about some of the features of the Nexus 5. Well, actually, first let's talk about the Nexus 5. Now, this currently sells for $350 through Google Play, and that's the 16GB model. You can get it for AT&T, Sprint, or Verizon. And some of the new things we saw with the Nexus 5, of course, is that Snapdragon 800 processor, an 8-megapixel camera, LTE, and that beautiful 1080p display. Now, first, let's talk about the battery. Now, of course, this is a 23 milliamp hour battery, and the battery life is kind of on and off. Sometimes it'll be great for me, sometimes it won't be so good. Now, me personally, I use 100% brightness. I'm constantly using my device, whether it's checking emails, social networks, phone calls, text messages. I'm constantly using this device, so battery won't be kind to me sometimes. When I use Wi-Fi, though, it lasts throughout the day. I think if I were better on my battery and more conservative, it would last me much longer than, let's say, from 9 to 4 or 5 o'clock. For me personally, around 4 o'clock is when I have to kind of plug it in and get another charge. And that's usually I'll be hitting like 18%. Running it completely maybe till like 5 p.m. So a good 9 to 5. But if you're good with the brightness and conserving your battery, it will last you throughout the day. Now on the back, we have an 8-megapixel camera. Now, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. Now, me personally, I just came from an HTC One, which had a great camera, so it's getting kind of hard for me to get used to. But what's great is Google's pushing KitKat 4.4.1, which supposedly fixes the camera and does some much better improvements, which we've been hearing. So I'm still waiting to get my update. I've been checking patiently for that OTA, but nonetheless looking forward to getting my hands on that. Now, that update also fixes the speaker, which I also wanted to talk about. The speaker on the Nexus 5 sounds like $1 headphones from the Dollar Tree on highest volume, just blasting loud. It does not sound good at all. Now, again, I might be spoiled because I came from the HTC One, which had the Beats audio, which really technically was just great audio. So going from the HTC One to Nexus 5, it was kind of difficult, but I really don't use the speakers much, so that's good as well. So that's pretty much the two things that I wasn't too happy with, and also that's durability, what I want to talk about. Now, this is kind of a short story for you guys. Unfortunately, the other day I dropped my Nexus 5. Now, it wasn't a brutal drop like I'm, face first on cement. It was what I would call a soft drop. I dropped it maybe from about a little under my waist. I was kind of holding it like this, dropped it a little under the waist, and it fell just like this on the back on a wood court. It was at a basketball court. I wasn't playing. I was just walking to put my things down. It just fell basically just like that. I picked it up not thinking anything of it, and I go to turn on my phone, and shockingly, there's a small hairline crack coming right through almost the middle of the device. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I'll show you here on the screen so you can see there's the hairline crack. Now, what's good is when I hold the device to my face, I can't notice it. So I got home, I Googled, get it, Google Nexus 5. I Googled to see how much it would cost to replace the screen. Now, the LCD and the digitizer would cost me $200. So pretty much by the time it's all said and done with repair, taxes, all of that thrown on top, we're looking at a new Nexus 5. But while I was there, there's people having the same issues as me with dropping a soft drop of Nexus 5 and the screen getting cracked very easily, which most of the people who did a soft drop didn't get the same crack in the screen like I did. Mine was just a small hairline crack. They're just shattered, which I could see because Google wants to cut costs, kind of leaning back with the camera and the speaker. They're cutting costs, and you can tell it's a low-cost device. I kind of wish Google would have focused on that especially, but again, you get what you pay for, and hopefully this will be something that will be fixed. But a lot of people have been reporting this issue, so I'm personally going to call into Google and kind of mention it to them. I don't expect a replacement, but with that, if you do pick up this device, I do suggest you get an OtterBox or something that will definitely protect this device from a soft drop that might crack the screen. Hopefully, I'm hoping this is just a freak accident, doesn't happen to many of you who might be watching this video. Now, why do I suggest this device? There are a few reasons why I would suggest you buy a Nexus 5. Now, first, I want to say this device is not for anyone who needs a very good camera on their device or someone who needs amazing speakers. If that's the case, take a look at the HTC One. This might not be the device for you. But for most of you, this is why I think you might love this phone. First, of course, we talked about that low price, $350 off contract. Now, what's great is the fact that you can take this device to Sprint, you can take it to AT&T, you can take it to T-Mobile, and it's just the same device. You get it from Google Play. I ordered this through Google Play, came in the mail, took it to Sprint. After much of tackling with them, I was able to get it activated. With AT&T and T-Mobile, it would be much easier. But for example, when I'm done with Sprint and I leave, which that is eventually coming soon, as some of you know, when I leave Sprint, I'll be able to take the Nexus 5 with me. That's a huge plus. The second thing, stock Android. Now, the Snapdragon 800 processor in this device runs beautiful. Now, one of our viewers asked, how does it do with multitasking and with gaming? It does great. Ever since I pulled this out of the box, it's been running smooth. I use this device a lot and hasn't shown any signs of slowing down at all. So that is another reason why I would suggest this device. Awesome in that category. So overall, great hardware design. You can take it where you want. $350 off contract. The stock Android experience with that beautiful 1080p display. And you have yourself a pretty great device. And I'm definitely not going to be selling this anytime soon or switching. I will most likely keep this till the Nexus 6 or whatever they call the next Nexus device. We don't know by now. But anyway, good to see that Google is fixing things with the camera and the speaker. I look forward to getting my hands on that. But nonetheless, I do suggest for anyone who's looking for a low-cost device, off contract, they want that stock Android experience, this is the device for you. And I do suggest it. Again, pick up a good case when you pick this phone up. Unfortunately, I suffered a small crack in the screen. I'll probably be picking up a new one this spring and just probably selling that one off. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before I end the review, I just want to let you guys know I will be doing a accessories video for the Nexus 5, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if any of you have suffered a small drop and had a cracked screen and you're watching this video, hit me up on my social networks. I'd love to hear about it. I'm going to be contacting Google soon about this issue. So hit me up on my social network. You can hit me up on Twitter as well, at Suits and Tech. I kind of like that name, but hit me up at Suits and Tech. Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in our next video.